Whole Story Quest Audiobooks presents A Perfect Paris Christmas by Mandy Baggot, narrated by Emma Powell. Chapter 1. Kensington, London, November. Duncan, not that awful disco ball of your mother's again, please, I beg of you. Last year it gave Lydia Mumford some sort of aura migraine before I'd even served the Waitrose arancini, Keeley Andrews said, raising her eyes and glaring at her husband, who was stood precariously at the top of a step-ladder. He was about to fix the large revolving silver sphere to a hook above the kitchen island, where, on the hob, something containing cranberries was simmering. 26-year-old Keeley hid her face in her mug of super-hot, extra-strong coffee and tried to stop a laugh from escaping her lips. Her parents' conversation over her long-since-passed-away Grand's festive regalia had been treading the same path since the decorations had been left to them in the will. Her mum had always insisted it was because the old lady never liked her. Joan loathed me, Duncan, right from the get-go. Ever since the first time I came to your house with peonies for her, and she shoved them in an empty tin of Heinz beans as a vase. That was when the die was cast. But Keeley liked the decorations. None of them matched together. There were vibrant purples and emerald greens, alongside 1980s-style robots swinging on bunting and Chinese paper lanterns that probably should have caught a light long ago. At first glance, they might not seem to correlate, but somehow they worked. Her sister Bea had loved them too. Bea would always be fighting their dad for use of the ladder, having somehow actually worked out complicated things about balance or the optimum angle to enable the globe to spin in a completely symmetrical way that would please Lizzie's need for order. Bea had always plunged into things with full-on gusto, but never without the know-how to back it up. Thoughts of her little sister made Keeley's heart squeeze, and she took another sip of the coffee before the toaster popped with the crumpet she was cooking. Lizzie shook her brown curly hair and sniffed, nose in the air like a prized perfumier. She dropped the pine cones she was painting to the newspaper-covered work surface. "What's that smell?" "Is that one of those giant crumpets I bought yesterday?" Duncan asked, grinning down from the ladder, both hands still holding the whole giant reflective world in his hands. "Yes, it is," Keeley replied, trying to wiggle the large crumpet out of the sleeve of the toaster. She'd got it in without too much effort, but now it seemed it was impossible to remove. "Keeley!" Lizzie exclaimed in horror. "A giant—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?